going? At Shoemaker Guitar Works. As you can see, the old Gretsch is back. And let me tell you why. So, when I put this thing together, I initially tried using the original switch and the original pot. And the switch, I could only get it to work in 2 positions. So, I had a new switch, so I put a new switch in it. That cured that problem. This is still the original volume pot, but it's got a buzz. So it's obviously a grounding problem. So what I need to do is take this pot out, and I'm probably going to replace it. I've already tried putting a little deoxyate in there, and even a little of the deoxyate pot lube for pots and faders. That didn't help, so we're on to the next step, which is pull that out. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to start by pulling the pick guard off, and then I'll take the knob off, and I'm going to pull the pot up through the F-hole, so I'll bring you back at that point. Alright, so got the pot out of the hole. It's a little dusty back in here. I've been racing a fretboard. But anyway, so I got my helping hand out. And, you know, they wired these things from the factory with old telephone wires. I call it maybe speaker wire, you could refer it to. But, you know, this pot's 55 years old, 56 years old, something like that. So it's done its job. I've got brand new CTS unit, just like the ones that it came with, right here to replace it with. So anyway, as soon as my soldering iron warms up, what I'm going to do, and I probably won't record all of this, but I'll basically melt the solder off of here, use my solder sucker here, and get all the solder off that I can, and make sure the wires are tinned and rewire it. So anyway, I'll bring you back when we're closer to that point, and we'll get some more done here. Soldering iron's not quite warmed up yet, so I can't start. But, you know, old guitars are kind of like old cars. You fix one thing and then you find another problem, and that's kind of how this was. So, I'm looking forward to getting this thing back together and back to the owner. Frankie's an awesome guy and plays some killer music, and this thing just totally fits his tone. So, anyway, we'll bring it back when soldering iron's hot enough and we got this thing melted. Alright, so I don't know if you've seen how this solder sucker works, but it's kind of a neat little contraption. So basically it's got a suction cup inside of here, like a seal. You get it hot, get the solder hot. Tin my tip a little bit so I can melt the solder. Melt that solder. Get it good and hot. Use that to suck your solder out, and if you can see on the end of there, that's solder that it sucked out. Do it again. Basically, it just takes as much of that solder off of there as possible without getting everything too hot. Alright, so we're down to the last 2 wires. I'll get them soldered here, find my solder. A little dab or do on the end of the iron there. The ground is done. Alright, so just like every other pot, this is your wire from your jack, and this is your wire from your switch, or from your pickup, I mean. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Now I get the fun job of fishing it back through the guitar, and I'm not going to make you watch me struggle, even though that might be fun for you. So I will get it pulled back through, and then we'll plug her back in after I get everything done and show you a little demo. So thanks guys, we'll see you soon. Alright, so got my pot back in, used the trusty old guitar string, get it back in there, finagled through the hole. Now I just gotta tighten it up. To make it look a little more original, I used the original nut and washer, just because I think it gives it a little bit more originality, I guess to say. So now what I got left is to, yeah, that feels a lot better than the original. Alright, so I got to put the pick guard back on, and then I'll come back and we'll be out in the store, and I'll give you a little sound demo hooked up to my National transistor amp, and maybe even a little distortion, I don't know. What's up guys? I'm back. Got the Gretsch, got the pot put in it, got everything all tuned up. This is the first I've heard it, so you're hearing it for the first time as well as me. There's still a little bit there, but not like it was. It's just got that typical single coil. That's the Filtertron. This is the P90. And this is both of them. I really like it on both of them. These pickups are very well balanced together. Let me turn on some of the tremolo here. Love this little amp. I've had this amp for 25 years. Never done a thing to it. Picked it up for $5 at a pawn shop, I think. Check it out with a little distortion. Gretsch. I bet you didn't know you could do that. Turn a little bit of the drive down on the double muff. Turn it into a single. I think this guitar would be bitching with a Bigsby too. I really like Bigsby's. They're fun. Sustain, feedback, gotta love it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You have a great day. You know, sometimes things happen with these old guitars, but putting the new pot in it fixed that, and it sounds great. I'm loving this guitar, and I'm gonna have fun with it until the owner comes back and gets it.